Yeah. You see how he all get jammed up and how shit gets stuck when one person ain't in line. I ain't trying to be that. I got a lot of shit that I need to be taking care of and shit. But I think I wanna say they took the shit out today.
You can
Doing something different?
Nah, just usually I have different modes of when I'm looking so I could tell. Sometimes I can't tell if I'm on or if I'm not on. See, like right now, I don't look like I'm on, right? But then sometimes when I go on a thing, it be mad people say, nah, you on, we in, you got it, you know what I'm saying? So let's check it out. I ain't seeing nobody that don't look like I'm on. Am I on out there? See, plus, they say my regular schedule, locale.
It's just that live is weather sad.
Mm-hmm. Today, hold on. Let me show them my new shirt, though. Y'all don't know about that jump off. This right here is for my new, I got 7%.
You got what?
I got 7% female clientele now.
Yo, what the fuck?
Wait, let me put the matching so they could be matching. Yeah, that's how that's supposed to go down. King of Kings, Queen of Queens. What y'all know about that? I don't see no what's the names. I don't know if y'all doing the nines for me or not. But today's topic pertains to, some of the building I be doing with y'all. And it's like you try and explain something to me, and your explanation is more complicated than what you was explaining to me. Whoa. So good. See, if your explanation is more complicated than what you explain it to me, right? Then you're not really born in understanding. You just justifying something that you saying that ain't right. When you got to twist and contort the supreme math for the alphabet or the lessons in order to understand and look, I've been doing this a long time. So if you gotta think about what that means to the people who don't know this science and to people that's babies. Like if you losing me, how you what you manifesting to them? What are they getting? Yo, what's it? See, this is a little bit choppy because I can't. I don't see if y'all paying attention. But see, that's the difference between born and understanding and just trying to justify something that you're saying. See, when you born in an understanding, everybody is supposed to be able to see what you're saying. You should all be able to understand what you're saying. And when you say a clear mental picture, right? If you don't on the circumstances and events, right? So that it's easier for everybody to see. Not supposed to be taking me through all these different shrouds of darkness to where now you confuse me to the level where I'm like, okay, well, maybe you know what you're talking about, and it's just so high-powered that I can't understand it because I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, G, I need to see if this is live. See, that's what's going on out there. And see, what's happening is, one thing that's happening is y'all are basing your science on things. So when you're trying to born an understanding of that, yeah, you get all twisted. And you got to start doing backflips and semi-tucks and all of that to try to avoid all the pitfalls that it is in saying something that's BS. Like if we building and your reference is to a song and that song is not the enlightener, something's wrong with that picture. And we got all these lessons. And you're gonna go to people who's making songs, right, who don't even know the lessons like that. Never knew them like that. But you referring to that as if that shows improve something. Or you have the manifestation of everything that you're saying is tied up in something that's slang. Or something that, might have been designed that made it easier for one group of people. Maybe they was children, or maybe they wasn't that literate or something. So a device was designed, right, to give them, to be able to make it easier for them to comprehend. But now you trying to base all of reality on this one specific thing that was for a situation. And this is what I see.
I'm locked out for 15 minutes.
You locked out. Man. You don't got the shit on your phone? You the only person. I don't know what kind of producer has technology as primitive as you. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Since your technology is you making music like in the 1800s.
Say again?
I said you like in the 1800s. You worse than me. At least I got this stuff. I just don't know how to use it. You See, I gotta get all my stuff, man. This shit this shouldn't be as complex as this. See, my program is not functioning like it's supposed to be functioning, like I paid them for it to function, because I'm supposed to be able to see your comments right there. Because I know by now, some of y'all is over there justifying in the comment section, if this is on, right? Y'all over there justifying in the comment section instead of born and understanding. Trying to explain to me why you explain things the way. I want to see who's out there too. Because I don't know, I think in February I might have wore out my patience. Someone had to be banned again. Literally as ridiculous as I've ever seen it. Like to broadcast from my certain secure locations.
So what is it? You log into a different one.
With, let me see. I use this stuff. Alright. Looks like
Nah.
that's
You on which one, boy?
alright. Alright, so now let me see these. It looks like I'm halfway in the pocket here. Something's going on. Jocelyn here. I see Asiatic mathematics, knowledge born, reveal. Is this the way this looks? Where is... Peace. Somebody comment. Alright, God Cypher Divine just came in. Push. I got my hand over the camera. That's what that is. Alright. Reveal. Just put his comment in there. Sincere Shakima. You see, I got the Queen of Queens. I got the Queen. Wise you. Why am I doing so much buffering? Video keeps freezing, right? I know. Let me see if this. See, I don't know if y'all heard me. Did y'all hear me? Did y'all hear me earlier when I was on? Was anybody on with me? God Cypher Divine said maybe it's his phone. Nah, I think it's my phone. I'm on Wirecast. I think this is Wirecast Go. This is the Jasim said Benoit said brother was bagging something in the hallway. Yeah, I don't know. The bit rate, right? Yeah, I don't. Hold on, let me put it on fixed. Let me put it on fixed and turn it down. Yeah, man, this guy, man, he over there. He over there, man. He's pre-Amish, man. SW, peace. I don't know how low this beat rate should go here. I'm all the way. What's happening now? It's better now, right? What's going on with all this technical stuff, I'm telling you, YouTube has started playing games, man. I used to think that stuff was all a conspiracy theory, man. But it appears that YouTube is really playing around. Well, we have to rock with it how it is. Who was in here earlier that heard the topic? Who was in here earlier as I was going through that science? This right here, this is gonna be a short one. I gotta make it run. I'm gonna be back on later, but I just came on real quick. P. Foster, peace. Yeah, that's a good word. That's a good word, Jasim. Convoluting. Smell goods, peace to the God. Wise you said, making understanding born is the best part you bring into existence. Trying to justify is trying to fail, which will be a penalty and no rewards towards self ultimate realization. But yeah, that's what happens, man. You know, you end up getting into this, over explaining when what you saying from the jump, like, the point that you explaining is not right. Like it don't take that much explaining when things is right and exact. Like in any situation, say you get pulled over by the police and they ask you for your license. Now if your license is straight, you just give them the license. It don't take all that much talking. You know what I'm saying? But if your license is not straight, now you gotta go through all this. See, when you got your homework, you ain't gotta explain that to the teacher. You just give her the homework. She takes it from there. You know what I'm saying? If you was where you was supposed to be and you did what you was supposed to do, you don't have all this explaining to do to your parents. You just tell them, you give them the knowledge and wisdom, and then it's plain for anybody to see. But when you wasn't where you was supposed to be and you didn't do what you was supposed to do, now you gotta go through all this convoluted explaining where they just looking at you like, dude, you expect me to fall for this cock and bull? You really expect me to go for that? P. Foster said, I as a king must knowledge and order, or must keep knowledge and order. Asiatic mathematics said, how you see using negative integers with Allah's mathematics. This is see, this is a negative integers, right? Is a concept. You know what I'm saying? The reason I asked is because I see wisdom knowledge as negative 21. See, that's a concept that I'm pretty sure it was you that was commenting about the number line and about graphs. You understand what I'm saying? And so you gotta realize that on the number line and on the graphs, right? Just like when you're dealing with, charges, when you say positive and negative, that's not necessarily saying good and bad. It just means opposites. So negative 21 is 21 in the opposite direction of the first 21 that you did. That's all that means. Negative just means to the left. You understand what I'm saying? And that was another thing that you said in your post, right? Is that Islam is mathematics and mathematics is Islam. Meaning that mathematics is a way of life. It's a way you live it out, right? There's no such thing as negative 21. Like negative 21 can't exist. Like you can't be negative 21. You're using these positive and negative integers. You understand what I'm saying? But in living mathematics, you can't have negative 21. You can't have negative 2. You can't have negative any number. Technical difficulties today. Now we going into some science. Jasim just said, I think negative integers are still said real numbers. How you see that? That's what I'm saying. All of those are concepts. Whole numbers, real numbers, integers. Those are concepts. But the reality is, you can't have negative 21. Like when you first got you have babies, right? When you first got the woman pregnant, she wasn't negative 9 months. You understand what I'm saying? There's just no such thing as that. Like when you're doing your calculations, right, or whatever in arithmetic, your arithmetic calculations, right, we can use these concepts, right, and in your arithmetic calculations, right, in the science of geometry, right, when you're drawing things on the graph, and you got these pictures, now you're dealing with geometry, right? And geometry is giving those numbers structure and form. You see what I'm saying? And I understand that. What I'm telling you is, see, this is what I'm saying. Your question itself, you're convoluting your questions. The simple fact is you cannot have negative anything. Like you can't have negative 75% water on the planet Earth. What does that look like? You understand what I'm saying? Supreme mathematics is real life. Yes, ideas and concepts involved, but we deal with what's called living mathematics, where it has to come to a reality that you can see in front of you or all around you or whatever. So when you're dealing with negative integers, you cannot show me that anywhere around me in life. It's a concept that's used for calculations. Now, if you could show me an example of the negative number, then we could go into that. Asiatic mathematics says, so how do we justify wisdom, knowledge, not born in understanding, since 2 plus 1 equals 3? I was saying if 3 is misunderstanding, and symbolically speaking, a misunderstanding could be looked at as -3. All right, now this is a different concept that you're saying. This is a different concept that you're saying now. You're right. You got knowledge and you got ignorance. You got knowledge and you got trick knowledge, right? There's positive and negative to everything. But I'm saying that integers is a whole other slippery slope that you're getting into. You see what I'm saying? In some mathematics, the other side is already there. Like we got build or destroy. But destroying is a real thing. And you gotta destroy with activity too. You can't just destroy by saying, we're gonna just, if a person built a building with 100 bricks, right, just per se, and then you're gonna say, well, we're gonna put negative 100 bricks. No, you're gonna go out there and apply force to the structure to knock it down. You see what I'm saying? Otherwise, you get into a little bit of a osmosis thing. Knowledge Born said to have a negative, you would have to put a 0 before knowledge. And that's not possible. Knowledge Born brings up a very good point. Knowledge Born brings up a very good point. That once you 0 has to come before the integers. Once you get into that concept, right, of the integers, that's where 0 starts to become before knowledge. Jasim says sound oscillates as a wave form when measured. That might halfway prove negative or polarity. Yeah, it oscillates, right? But when you say negative, right, when it oscillates to the negative half, that's only in relation to the line that is 0. Like this is the line, and then if it goes that way, they say it's positive. When it comes back down, they say it's negative. That's just in relation to the line. It just means up and down. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't mean good and bad. Like when you're dealing with man, woman, and child, right? you know, the man and the woman are opposites. It's not a good and bad thing when you say it's a positive and negative polarity. You see what I'm saying? Then you get into the Christianity signs with Eve and all this. This is why we get some of these women saying this goddess stuff, right? Because you put too much, you try to make things that's opposite seem negative all the time. So then they get into a convoluted explanation of who they are and start saying that they God too. SW said duality to all things. God Cipher Divine says, so that's saying that the concept of negative numbers are just ideas, but in the physical realm, those ideas are not incorporated. I'm saying that they don't exist. Like, you can't punch a person in the face a negative time or a negative 100 times. You understand what I'm saying? It's a concept that just means the opposite of the first way you went. Like if you make a wrong turn, right, and you travel 5 blocks the wrong way, are you gonna drive a negative 5 blocks? Like I'm asking y'all. Stop asking me. I gave y'all my answer. Tell me a situation where you can have a negative something where it applies to like that. Shaquem True 120 came in. Knowledge Born said in real life you can only subtract, not add a negative. True 120 said, to me that's like playing word semantics with numbers. What's playing word semantics with numbers? Shaquem said, what's the topic? Well, the original topic was when people when you born an understanding, things are supposed to become more clear, right? And simpler. You're not supposed to born the understanding, right? And the explanation is more complex than what you explain it. You see what I'm saying? But listen, right now, I told y'all this one was gonna be short, right? So everybody stay in tune. I'm gonna be back on in a minute, and we get back into this topic. But peace for now.